Ui!
What's going on YouTube? As always, this is the one and only Ryu Itachi here to bring you a movie review. This movie review will be about the new, I guess you could say, Bruce Lee movie, Bruce Lee, Birth of a Dragon. So I want to start out by saying this movie was definitely not what I expected it to be. Pretty much not at all. I didn't think it was going to be a total true movie, of course, because no one actually knows the end result of the fight. But I didn't think this movie was going to be totally fictitious. I mean, I think the movie was kind of just drawn out. But it just, I don't know. The more I thought about the movie, the less I kind of liked it. I've been reading other reviews, and I pretty much always see two different reactions. I see people who pretty much don't know Bruce Lee, and they say, oh, this movie was absolutely amazing. And then I see people that do know Bruce Lee, and they say that it was not the best. But I mean, so I don't want to take away from the actors, but I think the movie was like okay at best. I think the actors did a great job. So I mean, I don't think it's the actors' fault, and I'm not that kind of person who always just blame actors for everything. I think the actors did a really great job. I just think so many things that they focused on, and there was just no reason to. And I didn't like the whole fact that they felt that this movie needed to be a superhero movie, because essentially that's what it was. I mean, it was like a, I guess, stereotypical kung fu superhero movie, and I feel like it didn't need to be. They could have just really followed history and made a movie about it. And the fight, obviously, they could have went with whatever direction they went with. I mean, I thought the fight scene between Bruce Lee and the other master was a pretty good fight, but the whole story of a classic, pretty much white guy falls in love with the Chinese slave that he's seen for like 2 seconds, literally. And that was literally the whole basis of the movie. I feel like it was just like extremely unnecessary. And the way they kind of portrayed Bruce Lee, I feel like they kind of portrayed him negative. Very, very kind of negative. I mean, obviously I don't know him personally, but I've definitely seen my fair share of documentaries and read my fair share of books. And I understand that Bruce Lee was an extremely cocky man. And I mean, who wouldn't? I mean, at an extremely young age, he was considered a freaking master of martial arts, and he was considered one of the best, period, while he was living. I totally understand that Bruce Lee was cocky, and he was definitely full of himself, but he was right to be full. I mean, he was one of the best. But to me, I feel like they kind of overdid it. They made him seem kind of like a complete asshole for most of the movie. I mean, when he went to the tournament, he was kind of like a super fucking asshole to that karate guy. And he was kind of being a little bit asshole to Sifu Wong. And when the guy, his student, and both his students sucked. They could not fight, which is whatever. But when his student came to him with his major problem, which was the whole plot of the movie, Bruce Lee, they just made him say, yeah, it wasn't his problem, he didn't care. And I don't think he was that kind of person. Like, they made Bruce Lee to be pretty much an asshole for the entire movie until he fought Sifu Wong, and he had this major revelation, and then he kind of pretty much turned into like a good guy. Like, I don't know, I didn't like how they portrayed him. And then I don't like how they portrayed Kung Fu. I mean, I'm definitely not really an authority in Kung Fu. I only did karate for the past 10 years. But they made the sole focus of Bruce Lee Wing Chun. And yes, I know when he first came to America, that's what he taught, that's what he did, that's what helped jumpstart his career and all that fun stuff. I get that. But after the fight, according to the movie, Bruce Lee had pretty much have a revelation. He, I guess, overcame his limits in Wing Chun, but continued to do it and wanted to get better at it. Whereas in real life, his revelation after fighting Sifu Wong, or in general, was that the fight took too long and that he didn't want to do Wing Chun necessarily. He wanted to do something different and create his own. And throughout the whole entire movie, they always kind of hinted at the opposite of Jeet Kune Do, which is his style of, his philosophy of martial arts. It's not a martial art. I hate when people say Jeet Kune Do is martial art, because it's not. And even in his books, he specifically says it's not. But anyway, they always kind of hint. They say, Bruce Lee, you have limits. Like that, they make Sifu Wong. So he always throws it in his face that he has limits. He has limits, and that was true. But Bruce Lee's main thing when creating Jeet Kune Do after he fought Sifu Wong was the fact that he didn't want limits. That's like one of the sayings, having no limits as a limitation, using no way as a way. And they literally took the opposite of that and kept making, kept bringing it up. And I don't know, this was definitely not what I expected it to be. And it really wasn't, to me it wasn't really a Bruce Lee movie. It was kind of like they threw the Bruce Lee tag on it so they could pretty much sell the movie. I mean, if this was a normal martial arts movie, just a regular person, just a regular movie, and this was a fake Bruce Lee and whatever, these people are all fake, this movie probably would be decent. I mean, it would be a stereotypical kung fu movie. And it'd be decent. I mean, the fight scenes were great, and the last fight scene when they teamed up and became superheroes was really good. I liked it. So if it wasn't for the fact that Bruce Lee was a real person, if this was all fake, I think the movie would be pretty good. I'd probably give it, average score, nothing crazy, nothing, it wasn't great, but it'd be average. But it's like they essentially took Bruce Lee and they just changed his life. I don't know, I feel like, and let's see, it's 2017 and like we're still making movies like this is the 1970s. I mean, even Bruce Lee's daughter shied away from the film because she said that it wasn't the essence of Bruce Lee, and I feel like it wasn't. It was kind of like freaking like comic books. Like they took like another version of Bruce Lee and made it a movie. Like I feel like for people that are actually Bruce Lee fans, probably won't like the movie because they just made him totally different, and I don't know, I didn't care for it. But I don't want to take away from the actors. I think the actors did a great job. I think the fighting was good. Some other scenes were kind of unnecessary with the slow-mo, with the speed up or fast, or the wires. And I'm not usually the guy to say wires, but all in all, the fight scenes were really good. That was for me the whole point of the movie, but that was the only good part. But the whole fact that the freaking stereotypical white guy falls in love for 2 seconds, literally 2 seconds, he's seen this girl and he was willing to die for her. Like, that's kind of crazy. And they pretty much just turned Bruce Lee's life into a superhero movie. So, I don't know. That's just my opinion. If you like this video, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to me to see more videos. Don't forget to share it, comment, all the jazz. As always, this is Itachi. Peace out.
They call it dubstep.